We had stopped at this point where a person is feeling that he is a prisoner. Prisoner is who? He's done something wrong, something that others can't understand, something that he's not able to explain to others. That no, I have not done, I did not mean to do it, I am just held back for wrong reasons. So that is the feeling that Germanium has, that he's in that restricted zone where he's not able to explain himself to others, where nobody is there to listen to his feelings inside. He wants to go back to home. Fear of talking, as if he talks something, it will be something wrong and he will be just restricted once again and for a longer time. And the fear of losing self control, that because we saw that how he restricts his movements, every act of his is under lot of restraint. Okay, then delusion, he's a coward. He feels that he's a coward and he behaves as if he's a coward. In actuality, he is not. But in this zone, in this time frame, he behaves as if he's a coward. That I don't have the guts or the courage to speak up. Delusion, she's a wild animal, locked. Wild animal who has lot of energy to express and to do anything they want. And here this kind of a person who has lot of potential is locked, is not able to use it, is not able to do anything that he really desires to do. Delusion, she will be caught if he does any movement which is other than the rules and regulations laid down, then he will be caught. So he prefers to remain under the obligations of these rules and regulations. Anger, discontented with himself. Delusion, he has neglected his duty and deserves reproach. If he does anything of his choice, then he will be reproached. Then it will be as if he has not done his duty well. And when he gets this reproach, he again becomes angry with himself. Delusion, everything seems wrong. Succeed, he cannot succeed. So this kind of state he is, that he is losing confidence on himself gradually, that nowhere is the place where he can excel. Delusion, familiar things seem strange. So whatever was familiar to him is become strange now. To those things whom he knew that it is like this, I knew them very well, but now I feel as if they don't understand me, and that is why they have become strange to me. He has done wrong. Being with such people, he has done wrong. Delusion, world is shabby. Now what is shabby? Shabby, the world of shabby gentility is like no other. Its sacrifices have less logic. What is shabby? So shabby is, there was a time Murray Kempton was a journalist, and during the American War he had written, he had published the articles that how American soldiers had lost their lives for other countries' sake. Okay, so that time the sacrifices have less logic. Means people are just here to die for others, or what? The standards are harsher. That why are the standards harsher for those people who are themselves going and giving their lives? Its relation to reality is dimmer. What kind of reality are we living in? Then comfortable property or plain poverty can understand. So neither comfortable, those riches are going very rich, poorer are going more poor. So this is kind of shabbiness where there is no logic to anything. People can't explain things to each other, and things are just taking out of no logic. You just taken for granted and you are supposed to behave that way. There is no hook and crook by any hook or crook. You have to just remain like this. You cannot go out of this way now. That is shabby. So what are the desires of Germanium? Held desire to be somebody, just to hold his hand, just to be with this person and give him the confidence that he has in it himself. He can do it. activity desires emotional activity. Love desire for romantic love. This is the hallmark of germanium. Now, germanium state will not come overnight. It is a state which develops over a period of time. It takes time for a person to reach to germanium, and that is why it is a rare remedy. These kind of feelings are persisting over a period of time due to the situations, and then comes the state of germanium. So a pulsatilla over a period of time can reach to germanium. Further, carcinosin can further, when these feelings, they become a longing kind of a thing, then they reach to germanium. What is romantic love? Romance is a quality or feeling of mystery. So, why I'm saying, pulsatilla, carcinosin, these remedies, who really want to be loved. See, there is nobody who does not want to be loved. Everybody wants to be loved. But when a person stops speaking about his feelings, that I want to be loved, and just holds back himself from expressing his feelings, feeling that he is a prisoner and he cannot be explained, he cannot be understood, that is the time when he internalizes his feelings to a great extent. Then comes a state of germanium. So pulsatilla somewhere will express it, even carcinosin will express it. Other remedies, they all have a way of expressing their feeling of being of wanting to be loved, but germanium does not express it. This is the problem of this remedy. What is romantic love? Again, from everyday life, you take me at a remote destination, and then you express your feelings of love. So it is a quality of feeling of mystery, excitement. You take me somewhere else, not here, because here I feel as if I am a prisoner. So this is romanticism. Why people go on holidays? What you can do in your home, you can do in a hotel also. So what are you doing different? You are breaking from the routine, you're breaking from the customized way of living, and you do something different. You go under the moonlight, near the seashore, you do things differently over there. So breaking away from routine gives you a different aspect of expressing your feelings. Above everything else demonstrated in God's word, it's important to keep in mind that love and romance, they are actions. It is not just feelings. You have to put it in action. They are not passive. They require you to do something. So germanium wants the other person not just to say I love you, but to do I love you. They want you to do things for them, not just keep saying that I'm there for you, it's okay, you do this work, I will tell my mother not to trouble you, I'll tell my sister not to trouble you. But just saying is not working. You do something differently for me, take me out. This female had not been to a honeymoon properly, so that is the kind of desire they have. Break me from this shackles, break me away from this routinistic kind of living, take me away from these people. So that is the desire which she cannot express properly, and the other person is not able to understand properly. Okay, so emotional activity. See what these three couples are doing. The mother and the child, the father and the daughter, they are holding hands, they are talking to each other. This is emotional activity, an exchange of feelings, exchange. I'm telling you a story, you are listening to the story. This is an emotional activity where there is exchange of emotions taking place. If I'm weeping, you are wiping my tears, you are listening, you are understanding why I am weeping. So this kind of emotional activity a germanium wants, and this is what he's not getting since a very long time, then takes the seat of this remedy. An integrative process through which person requires the capacity to understand, experience, express and manage emotions, and to develop meaningful relationships with others. So what is emotional activity doing? When all this is happening, then a meaningful relationship is developed. To maintain a romantic relationship after a fight, person may need to be able to articulate their feelings. So after a fight, just don't stop talking to each other, but be there with each other to articulate your feelings properly. Take the perspective of their partner successfully and resolve the conflict. Don't leave the conflict as it is. This is what Germanium wants, that after the fight we don't talk for few days and then again we come back to a routinistic living. I do his work, he does my work, and things just happen. So there is no articulation of feelings, there is nothing to resolve the conflict here. Delusion of emptiness. Delusion, he is nobody. So gradually that emotionlessness settles inside him, that there is nobody to understand me and I am nobody for anybody. So this kind of feeling takes heart inside Germanium, and he feels that I am empty. There is nothing inside me. Intellectually he is going weak, emotionally he is feeling lonely, and that is making him empty. I will continue with the series, another episode I'll make, because we have to do the last stage of Germanium and the Materia Medica part. So do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much.